Hi, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I would love to have you subscribe, like, comment, and if you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. So in today's video, I'm going to be collabing with two of my dear sister friends and two of the most amazing creators here on this platform. Dion from Dion Loves Makeup and Pia from Makeup by Pia W. Now we are going to be doing 3 collabs actually, this one of course, and then we have one coming in October and one coming in November. I'm so excited, it's gonna be so much fun. Now Dion and I, we've collabed together many times, and she is one of my dearest friends. She is beautiful, she is talented, she is hilarious, and I love being part of the crazy troll nation. And you will find out all about that when you go to her channel and subscribe. And of course, I will have her channel and her video linked in my description box. And Pia and I, we have collabed together a couple of times. She is beautiful, she is talented, she's so creative, she does so many fun things on her channel. I just adore her so very much. And this is such an honor and a blessing to be collabing with these two ladies together. So what will we be doing in our collab today? We're going to be doing a palette bingo with the Nomad Cosmetics Fire and Ice Iceland palette. And when this palette was first released, I was kind of nervous about it because it's got a lot of blue shades in here. And blue shades used to terrify me. I mean, they still make me a little nervous, but I'm not running screaming from the room anymore. Now, Steph got this for me for my birthday. I was going to get this for myself, and she's like, no, don't get that palette. Don't get the palette. I'm thinking, why don't you want me to get the palette? Like, this is her favorite palette. Finally dawned on me that she was going to be sending me this for my birthday. Duh. So Dion picked the 5 shades at random that we're going to be using in our palette bingo today, and they are as follows. We have this shade here. This is called God's Waterfall. It's kind of this, I don't know, grayish blue shimmer. It is beautiful. Then we have this shade here called, I think it's Niflheim. I mean, I cannot speak this language, so I apologize. This is a beautiful kind of, I don't know, dusky blue matte. Then we have this shade here. This is called Muspelheim. This is a beautiful kind of hot orange matte. Then we have this shade here called Hekla, which is a lighter orange matte. Then we have this shade here. This is called Valkyries, which is this really pretty, almost kind of like cobalt blue shimmer. So yes, very unique color story, very different color story than what I would normally pull together from this palette. But that's always the fun of doing palette bingos, is putting looks together with shades that you might not normally use together. So I have swatched the color story here on my arm for you guys. And this shade right here, that is this shade called, Valkyries, this one. It's actually kind of like a purple and blue flip. That was really surprising because in the pan it looked more blue, but it's kind of like a purpley shift to it. It's gorgeous. I think all of these are really beautiful. I love Nomad Cosmetics palettes. The quality and the formula, just the shades, I mean, they're just so wonderful. So I'm really excited to create a look with these shades today. I have no idea what I'm going to do yet, but you guys are going to be sitting here watching this whole thing come together. Let's hope it turns out really good. I want to do Dion and Pia proud here. So if you're interested to see my look come together using the Nomad Cosmetics Fire and Ice Iceland palette for my palette bingo collab with Pia and Dion, then please sit back, relax, and let's get started. All right, let's get started with this look for my palette bingo collab with Dion and Pia. Now I do have my brows done, and this eyelid is primed in the P. Louise eyeshadow base in Rumor 01. Okay, are you ready? Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with a shade here called Hekla, I believe, and I'm going to put that in my transition area. I was going to use all the blue shades on my lid and then just pop these 2 on the lower lash line, but I want to try something a little different here. I don't know how this is going to turn out. This may turn out horribly. I hope not, but I'm going to start off with this shade, like I said, and we're just going to go from there. All right, I'm just going to lay this down right here, of course. I am so happy that Steph sent this to me for my birthday. I'm just thrilled. And I know that Dion and Pia are also thrilled that they have this palette as well. Nomad is just an amazing brand, just amazing. You know, they create such beautiful palettes. And what I love about them is that they base their color stories and the theme of the palette based on different areas of the world, which I think is such a cool idea. I would love for them to do an Oregon palette. That'd be so fun. I don't know that they ever will do that, but boy, that would be really cool. I would love that. I would buy that baby in a hot second. Nomad's mattes are just beautiful. They blend beautifully. They're nicely pigmented. I don't think I've ever used a shade from Nomad that I didn't just love, you know? I mean, they're all just really nice. The formula is just amazing. And I was really excited that Dion and Pia wanted to do a collab with me. They're just both really awesome women. And I really hope that if you guys have not yet subscribed to their channels, that you will go and do that and watch their videos and support them, because they're just wonderful, both of them. I just love them both. And they both bring very different things to the table. You know, I think they're both just really talented and really creative, and just do a lot of really cool things on their channel. I've learned a lot from both of them, which I like, you know, just about different like makeup techniques and different brands and things like that. And I always really enjoy watching them create their eye looks, because they both do things differently than each other and how I do it. It's always really fun to watch people do things differently, because then you can kind of decide if that's something you want to try, or, you know, it's just really cool. Okay, so now I'm going to go into this shade here called Muspelheim, I think. Gosh, I'm just going to butcher this, and I'm sorry. I just, you know, I don't speak Icelandic. So let me grab another brush here, grab my little Eco Tools brush, and I'm going to go into this. You know, I got this idea from watching Jen Beauty when we did our collab together using the BH Cosmetics Sweet Shop palettes. She did a similar look to this with the shades that we chose. I was just a big wimp, and I put the red and the orange on the lower lash line because I just could not figure out how to put them together with the blue shade. And hers turned out so beautifully, and I'm like, okay, I want to try that. When Dion picks these shades, I'm like, okay, I know what I'm going to try to do with these. I don't know if that's going to work, but I'm going to give it my best, because Jen's eye look looked like a sunset. It was so beautiful. So I'm hoping that mine looks like a sunset too, not like a hot mess. The weird thing though about YouTube lately that's really driving me bonkers is that, you know, I've been subscribed to Dion and Pia both for, you know, a long time. And I noticed that I was not getting their notifications. I would just see their videos pop up in my feed, and I'm like, wait, I didn't know they uploaded a video, you know? Like, of course I would have gone and instantly watched it. So I've kind of gotten behind on their videos a little bit because I just was not getting their notifications. And that's happening with other creators that I'm subscribed to too. I don't understand what's going on. I did go in and like unclick the bell, and then I clicked it again, and I made sure, of course, that I hit all. And I am getting their notifications, but what I notice with Dion's, especially like her shorts, is that I get the notification like 8 days after she's uploaded. I'm like, what is going on? Like, I got a notification for one of her shorts yesterday, and I'm like, oh, cool. And I clicked on it, and she'd uploaded it 8 days ago. I'm like, why is this happening? I don't understand why YouTube can't just leave well enough alone. It's really weird. Okay, I think that looks really nice. I am, however, there's quite a bit of kick up in the pan. You know, that never bothers me because it's a powder, you know, they're going to do that. They're not just going to be like totally like uniform and not move around. And I honestly kind of want them to. I mean, if they're super hard pressed, they're not very fun to use, and they're not the best when you go to apply them and blend them. I don't think so. A little bit of kick up doesn't bother me. Okay, that is awesome. Now we're going to go into some crazy stuff here, you guys. So what I think I will do is I'm going to start off here with this. This is called Niflheim, I think. I don't know. I love the imprints or the embossments, whatever you want to call them, on the shadows. They're really pretty, really interesting. And that's the only thing, though, that's kind of a drawback sometimes, is that then when you use the shadows, those are gone, but whatever. Okay, let's start off with this. I'm going to put this in my outer V. I don't know, you guys. This could end up being a hot mess, like I said. I hope not, because I really want to do Dion and Pia proud here. I don't want them to say, yeah, we're kicking you off the troll train, sister. We're doing it. And I think what's going to happen here is, because this is blue and I'm putting it over kind of a reddish shade, it's probably going to turn it a little purpley maybe. And it might get a little muddy looking, but we'll just kind of see how it goes. I'm just going to try to kind of like pat the shade on rather than blend it a bunch. I mean, yeah, I'm getting it out there a little bit, but I'll go back over that with that red shade. I just wanted to put just a little bit of depth out here, not a ton, just a little bit. Okay, now I want to go into the shade here called Valkyries. This is this beautiful flippy purple blue amazing shade. It's just gorgeous, and I am going to spray this. And the thing that I love too about Nomad shimmers, they're kind of like a satiny consistency, I would say, more than like a, well, I mean, they are shimmery, I mean, of course they are, but they kind of have that like nice buttery satiny feel to them, and I just think they're gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here and try to kind of just keep that as much on the lid as I can, because my eyes are hooded. I mean, that is so pretty. It's like, I don't know, very unique, very cool, very blue, very purple. I don't know. That's awesome. Wow. Very deceiving. I love shades like that, you know, when you go in and apply them, and they're just very different than how they look in the pan. Sometimes that can be kind of like, wait, what? No. But this, no, there's nothing no about this. And that is gorgeous. God, that is so beautiful. It's so dynamic and flippy. Wow, I don't know if you guys can see that in my mirror, but it's pretty cool. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is flip the brush over, and I'm gonna go into this shade called God's Waterfall. Ooh, yeah. And I'm gonna put this towards the front part of the lid. And I really am liking how this is turning out. I think it's pretty. It's very different than what I would normally do, but I wanted to try something a little different this time. And that is gorgeous too. Beautiful, kind of like, I don't know, it's blue, but it's kind of maybe even got like a little bit of green in there. Ooh, fun. I would love to know if you guys have this palette, what you think of it, what your favorite shades are. Let me know. Yeah, that is beautiful. And of course, in true Nomad fashion, the shimmers are just mixing together perfectly. I love that. Now that the lid's pretty much done, I am going to do the lower lash line. I did pop a little bit of concealer down here. And I'm going to start off with my lower waterline, and I'm going to use the Milani Stay Put Waterproof Eyeliner in the shade Keep On Sapphire. I've used this many times on my channel, but I just really like it. And I thought it would look really pretty with that blue shade. So let's go ahead and put this right here. And I'm not exactly sure what combo of shades I'm going to use on my lower lash line, but we'll figure that out here. Okay, so now for the lower lash line, I think I will start off with, let's start off with this shade here, and I'm going to put that towards the outer part of the lower lash line. And you know, I really want to publicly thank both Dion and Pia. They have both sent me some of the most special, meaningful gifts I've ever received. If you look behind me, there's a couple pillows right there. Those are from Dion. And then I have a couple cards from Dion up there as well. I have a card from Pia. And then I also have that little owl that's up there, that candle holder. I need to get a candle for that, but that's from Pia. And, you know, they're just really special. And I always love to have those behind me because I don't know, it's kind of my like tribute to them in my videos. I hope they know that. Okay, so I'm going to start off putting this right here, just very carefully, very gently. I really don't want to get a bunch of fallout on my face. So far, so good. And I just got a ColourPop liquid liner. It's like kind of like a midnight blue shade that I really want to put on my lid today. That's going to be really fun. I showed you guys what I got in my ColourPop mystery box, and that was really fun. I had no idea that I was going to love that so much, but I loved it. It was great. And I do have a few things that I'm going to put in a giveaway. I want to do like a subscriber appreciation giveaway. I just hit 800 subscribers, which is crazy to me. And I really want to show my appreciation for that. So I'm going to be putting several things together for a giveaway. And it will be an international giveaway. Like wherever you live, you can enter into the giveaway. And I think what I'll do is go into this shade here called Muspelheim. And I'm going to put that in the middle here. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I was nervous that that might get a little muddy from that blue shade, but I'm trying to just kind of stay away from that, like put them together, but kind of keep them apart too. Yeah, good luck. Huh, that looks pretty cool, I think. So I cleaned my brush off just a little bit, and I'm going to go into the shade here called Hekla. I'm going to put this towards the front part of the lid here, or lower lash line, not lid, lower lash line, right here. And you know, the sad thing is I don't really know a whole lot about Iceland. I really need to like educate myself on that country because I just don't know a lot. We did have a foreign exchange student come in high school that was from Iceland, and she was awesome and she was beautiful. And all the guys were like, ooh, hello. And she was like, no, you guys, no. You're a bunch of dorks. Get away from me. It was kind of funny. They would try everything to get her to like go out with them, and she was like not having any of it. It was so great. We were like, yes, because we knew what jerks these guys could be. So we were like, good for you, sister. Don't do it. Ooh, I love that. Although I do kind of want to, I'm just going to put this over the top of that. I do kind of want to add a little bit of this back in because I feel like I kind of lost just a little bit of that. Yeah, that's better. I think what I might do is pop a little bit of my highlighter in my inner corner. I know that might be cheating a little bit, but yeah, I kind of want to just put a little bit of bling right there. And I think these two shimmer shades are going to be a little bit too dark for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to do my other eye, put the rest of my face makeup on, the finishing touches, of course, and I'll be right back. I am back, and this is the finished look, and I love how this look turned out. I think it's gorgeous. I really do. I was so nervous to put these shadows in the places where I put them. It did get a little bit murky towards the outer V there with that blue and that kind of like orangey red matte. But, you know, I think that's just me not having enough practice putting those two shades together. So I think if I keep practicing, I'll get a little bit better at that. So I am going to talk to you guys about the palette again, but I did want to go over a few things I used in my finished look today. On my lips, I used the Cara Beauty Metal Liquid Lipstick in the shade Badass. I just thought this would be the perfect shade to go along with the orange component of the eye look. And you guys know, I love these lippies. They are amazing. And then for the liner on my upper lid, I used the ColourPop liquid liner in the shade Crazy. Now this I just got in my ColourPop mystery box, and this worked so well. It's very pigmented. It went over the shimmer shades really well, dried down nicely. So glad I have this. And then for my mascara, I did use the Gosh Cosmetics Catchy Eyes in the shade Black that Pia sent to me from Denmark. I have been using this mascara religiously for the past at least month, if not longer. I love it. It is amazing. It's lengthening, thickening, beautiful. I love everything about it. It's wonderful. Pia, thank you so much for sending that to me. Okay, let's talk about the eyeshadow palette. I did use the Nomad Cosmetics Fire and Ice Iceland palette today for my palette bingo with Dion and Pia. And the shades that Dion randomly selected for this look are Hekla. I use this in my transition area on the front part of the lower lash line. I use this shade here called Muspelheim to deepen up the transition area, and then also in the middle of my lower lash line. I use this shade here called Niflheim, I believe, in my outer V, and then also on the outer part of the lower lash line. And I really think that if I just practice that a little bit more, it wouldn't look quite so murky. It's a little murky looking if you get real close up. And then I use this shade here called God's Waterfall towards the front part of the lid. And then this one here, this is my favorite shade that I used out of the 5. This is called Valkyries. I put that towards the middle of the lid. I'm telling you, Nomad Cosmetics makes beautiful eyeshadow palettes. If you have never tried this brand, I highly, highly, highly recommend picking up a palette. The pigmentation, the quality, the formula, the shimmers, the mattes, the satins, everything, the packaging. I mean, the personal touches that the brand provides when they send you the palettes. It's amazing, and I'm so happy that I found this brand. I'm pretty sure that Steph is the first person that turned me on to Nomad Cosmetics, and she's the one that sent me this palette. It's very special in my collection, and I'm so glad that I have it. I'm really glad that I got over that weird thing about there being too many blue shades in this palette and have it now because it's gorgeous, and I cannot wait to play with it again. Of course, I cannot wait to see what Dion and Pia do with the 5 shades that Dion randomly selected. I will have their channels and their videos linked in my description box. Now, I know that Dion has a code with Nomad, and I believe it's just her name, Dion, or is it Dion 10? I can't remember. I will link, or I'll list the code in my description box as well. I don't know if Pia has a code with Nomad or not, but if she does, I will also have her code in the description box as well. And I really just want to say thank you to Dion and Pia for collabing with me. They are such dear friends to me, and I hope they always know that. And I just really wish that we all lived closer together. You know, Pia lives in Denmark and Dion lives on the East Coast. I live in Oregon, so, you know, we're pretty spread out. But I really hope that someday that we can all get together and hang out and just enjoy each other's company. We do have a group chat going on Instagram, and it's so much fun to read their messages. We joke around back and forth, and they've just made me laugh until I've been in tears. Just really special women in my life, really special women in this world. There are beautiful, bright lights on this platform, and I really hope if you guys haven't yet, you will go and subscribe and watch their videos. You're going to love both of them. Like I said, we do have a couple other collabs coming up, one in October, one in November. Yay! I cannot wait. It's going to be really, really fun. And I want to know if you guys have this palette and what you think of it. I want to know what you guys think of the look that I put together. Let me know in the comment section. Let's have a little chat about that. And we will keep this crazy Troll Nation train moving along the tracks, baby. Oh, yes, we will. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your busy day or evening to sit down and watch my video. It always means the world to me. If you have subscribed or you would like to subscribe, do not forget to hit the notification bell. That way you're aware of all of my future uploads. I cannot wait to see you guys again on my next video. But in the meantime, please take care of yourself, be well, safe, happy, and I hope to see you guys again very soon. Thanks again, you guys. Take care. Bye.
Drop it.